What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Abomination Brewing Company, and they are a nomadic brewery that brews out of the 12% Beer Project location in North Haven, Connecticut, and this is their Drippy Popsicle, the orange creamsicle variant. So they are calling this one a Fruited Smoothie Sour Ale with orange, vanilla, and marshmallow. Comes in at 5.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs. Listen, time of review. This can is approximately 3 weeks old. So Abomination, I've really come to enjoy the brewery over the past year. I've had a handful of beers in their Fog series, which have been really good. I've also had their Forbidden Pumpkin, which was a pumpkin New England style IPA that I had last fall. Absolutely delicious. And earlier this year, I had their Dreamatorium, which was like a hybrid of the heavily fruited sour and a pastry sour. It was wild. Never had anything like it. It was super sweet, but the flavors were delicious. So this is the first time I'm having like a proper heavily fruited sour from them, and it is their Drippy Popsicle Orange Creamsicle. When it comes to me, if I see orange creamsicle, anything beer-wise, I want to grab it. If I'm in the store and I see it, I'm grabbing it. I saw it and I grabbed it. I didn't anticipate picking this one up, but it just came in and I was like, you know what, let's do this. I will say when it comes to the heavily fruited sour beers over the past, say, 3 or 4 months, I've started to notice that while I love the flavors of these beers, many of them are just too sweet. I wish they came in those 8-ounce cans that you see for like the huge barrel-aged, 15, 16% imperial stouts that some breweries do. I would love this in an 8-ounce can because most of the time, about I don't know, a third of the way through this can to halfway through a can of something like this, I just start getting overwhelmed with the sweetness. And a lot of times I'll just pour the rest. I feel like I should be sharing these with somebody every single time because of the sweetness. I like the flavors. I like the smoothie kind of feel to it. Just, it is what it is. I pretty much review one of these per week. I might cut that down to like a couple times per month just because of that. Anyway, just wanted to mention that. So it says on the side here, make your own Drippy Popsicle at home. Stick this can in a freezer, wait an hour, open, pour, and serve. I've done that before with froth beers, their liquid lollipop. And while I enjoyed it, especially in like the middle of summer when it's really hot out, I still prefer them just like how they come. So anyway, again, orange creamsicle. Let's hope. I had this one upside down in my fridge. So I'm hoping this is like, I tried to pour it aggressive because I figured I should, and that might not been the move. So it doesn't look, again, fruited smoothie sour. I was hoping to have a little bit more of like a thicker kind of look. I mean, it doesn't look not thick, but having this one upside down too. I thought zip your fucking, zip the lips. Zip it, Joe. So, yeah, that looks like a New England style IPA, honestly. It has that like burnt orange, yellow color. It's not though, it's a fruited sour. So yeah, orange creamsicle, yeah, it has the color down pat, thicky, I was gonna say thick and syrupy looking, thick and murky. It's not thicky, don't know what the fuck thicky is. It's definitely not thicky, it's thick. It looks somewhat syrupy, but not, again, like a huge, heavily fruited, like smoothie, slushy kind of feel to it or look to it. Has about 3 fingers of a very light orange colored head. Looks like whipped cream to some degree. I don't really see that huge bubble on that side. That looks kind of wild. It looks nice. Let's see if there's like more thickness here. Even though I had it upside down, I feel like it should be able to fit. I picked this glass so I can fit it all in, but I didn't anticipate the head being 75 fucking fingers, It happens though. Anyway, let's get a nose. All right, so this smells like I'm not talking canned by concentrate. I'm not talking even like a carton of orange juice. I'm talking freshly squeezed orange juice. And I was a break. I know what freshly squeezed orange juice sounds like. Why do I sound like Vince McMahon? I'm just saying, I used to have freshly squeezed orange juice every weekend with my grandma growing up. She had one of those, and I mentioned this in another review, but the old orange juicers where it was just like a rise in the middle, and you just would cut the orange in half and just turn it around and juice it that way. And there's a difference between that freshly squeezed orange juice to even a bottled, or in a carton. It just has a certain kind of just distinct aroma and taste. That's what I'm smelling here. Freshly squeezed orange juice. And then there's this nice vanilla marshmallow creamsicle type of vibe. This smells like, if you've ever seen the healthy version of an orange creamsicle where it's like made with real fruit juice and so on. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting out of this beer. It's like a real fruit orange creamsicle in a beer form. This might be, as far as these fruited sour goes, one of my favorite aromas this year. Because it's not complex. It's orange juice. It's vanilla that gives off that like creaminess you'd get in an orange creamsicle. But it smells exactly like a real fruit orange creamsicle. That's what it smells like. It smells sweet, but it has a nice, like really firm kind of like tart feeling you're getting from the orange juice. It smells fucking awesome. This smells awesome. I'm hoping the taste replicates the nose and it carries over because I feel like it wouldn't be too sweet based on the nose. I don't know though. Let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. It's fucking delicious. Oh my God, is it tart? It's sour. Ooh. This is fucking awesome. Awesome beer. Wow. So everything I took in like I said in the first like 2 minutes of this review about, I'm tired, spitting everywhere. Every time I have a heavily fruited sour, it's too sweet. I want, 4 ounces. That's probably what I sounded like. I know how I sound. Nobody likes their own voice. This is like the opposite. This is the epitome of what I want in this style. Like as a first, like let's go body. Let me do my body and mouth feel and then the taste and everything. Let's do proper review. What I appreciate about this is even though it's a fruited smoothie sour, and I've been saying this, I said this in the Toppling Goliath Berry Patch Fandango recently. I like this isn't pure heavy, like just syrup. It's not fruit puree to the nth degree. It is higher side of medium, lower side of full. So it has a thickness to it. It has a little bit of a syrupy feel, but it's not over the top. So I love the body. The mouthfeel is the only detriment to this beer because I think I'd like to be a little bit more soft, smooth, and creamy because it's supposed to be replicating an orange creamsicle to some extent. The vibe I'm getting here, though, is that it's a little bit more prickly on the tongue, a little bit more effervescent, spritzy, middle of the tongue. I might make it a little bit more refreshing, but I think I'd like a little bit more creaminess to it. The taste, though, they fucking nailed this taste. This taste is like I told you in the aroma, the real fruit bar, like orange creamsicle. So an orange creamsicle that you would get, but the actual orange character is from a real fruit bar. That's what this beer is in beer form. It's tart, sweet orange. It's more than tart. It's sour. It's like a low sourness of orange, and that's predominant. Like there is a nice sourness on my palate. A little bit of an acidity on the finish, like a mild to moderate acidity. A little bit in the chest. Get a little bit heartburn, just a little bit. Not too upset, a little bit though. It's not too sweet. While it does have nice sweet orange character, and that marshmallow is bumping up like the vanilla sweetness. On the back of the palate, this is like semi to full on dry. There's no bitterness, but it's semi to full on dry. Like right now, as I'm talking to you, there is just, my tongue is devoid of any saliva. It's just gone. And it's almost like a cat's tongue, like sandpaper. But I appreciate that because I want to go back for another sip. Yeah, no bitterness at all, but again, that acidity and that low sourness. This balances out beautifully. Wow, this is, I don't know, maybe I'm going to love this more than others. It's a relatively new beer. Didn't have many Untappd check-ins, and I've never had a fruited sour from them. Again, the Dreamatorum was more like a heavily fruited sour pastry stout. But if they do others within the series, I will buy them based just on this one alone. This is fucking dynamite for this style. This is what I want in the style because it's drinkable. It's not overly sweet. The body isn't like fucking just, fruit puree and like that's it, right? It's really good. I'm going to have to knock it because a little bit of that acidity, a little bit of heartburn, And then again, the mouthfeel isn't perfect. I think I want a little bit more creaminess there and a little less carbonation. Again, you might say I'm contradicting myself because I'm talking about like the fruit puree and it being just like creamy fruit puree. I want them to balance it out a little bit more. A little less carbonation, a little bit more creaminess, but still have carbonation. That's me just, picking apart the beer because it's fucking tasty. And I'm almost getting this base sour beer like I don't know, this is probably just a kettle sour, but I'm getting kind of like a wheat kind of sensation underneath it. Maybe I'm grasping for straws. But anyway, this is fucking awesome. Drippy Popsicle, the orange creamsicle variant from Abomination. That, my friends, is getting a 4.75 out of 5 all day. I can't give it a 5 because of the mouthfeel and the acidity being a bit higher than I like. Or, well, the mouthfeel not being as good, but the acidity being a little bit more. I can feel the heartburn already starting to kind of hit the throat and, you know, up the esophagus. But this is fucking really good, though. I highly recommend you go out and get this. By the time you see this review, this can will probably be just over 3 weeks old, so it should be landing in your area. So we'll go to price and availability of price point. I picked this up at Brewed and Bottled in Lewiston, New York. Shout out to Chris over there, great dude, great shop. Also Matthew who works there, and this was $6 for a can, which, you know, some people are like, oh, it's expensive. I mean, that's as cheap as like Mortalis and Froth here. And for a single can, that's cheaper than those guys. If you see a single can of Froth, typically locally, it's like $7. So this is cheaper than those, and this is fucking quality through and through. $6 a can all fucking day long. I don't know what it would be in your neck of the woods, but it was $6 here. Yeah, I'm gonna buy the next time I see a Drippy Popsicle next release, and it's something that, you know, calls out to me like a key lime pie or, you know, mixed berry something. I'm gonna grab it just because of this one. And availability, Abomination, wherever you see Abomination. Again, Nomadic Brewery, brews out of North Haven, Connecticut, and the 12 beer percent project, you know, location there, the brewery. They get in a lot of different states. So I imagine you're probably going to see this one at some point. Who knows? All I know is it's fucking delicious. So if you've had this one before, post in the comment section. 5.5%. You can't taste it. I appreciate this one drinking like a sour beer with those flavors as opposed to like a, you know, some kind of mixed cocktail that has no beer properties. I just feel like this is fucking awesome, and I'm going to drink the rest of that for sure after saying I couldn't because this isn't too sweet. Anyway, appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.